Hello, 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 everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I just finished working in plumbing, and I hate it. But then I said to myself, "Hello, isn't this is what you do every day? Working in plumbing? hmm This is what we do every day. I work in the plumbing. I like it. I don't like it. I hate it, but it is what's happening." So welcome family, and please invite your friends, and don't forget to download the videos. And admins, if you want to share the links for Patreon, go ahead, you know, because they are after us, doesn't matter what we do. So today our topic, what is the proof that Quran is the word of God? Well, I searched on the internet as usual, seeking help from Muslims, and always Muslims, they help me really a lot. And I mean, the answers are really very much convincing. I mean, who can deny the answers? They are very sharp, and they are built to prove. In the front of us, we have Muslim website called Submission. There's different website. It's called Why Islam. And you know, the Muslims, in order to convince you that the Quran is the word of God, usually they do this. Look at this trick. Everything made so much sense. This is the beauty of the Quran. It asks you to reflect and reason. Okay, and who says that? Cat Stephen, the former British pop star who converted to Islam. So as long Cat Stephen, he said that, it must be true. This is not the goat Stephen or donkey Stephen. This is Cat Stephen. I mean, they are trying to convince you. You know, this is the step of showing you that how, you know, maybe you are a fool who go after famous names because he converted to Islam and he said that. That's mean this is true. I believe Cat Stephen is suffering from depression, and this is a main reason to convert to Islam. Some they convert to Islam to punish their society, their family, like you know what, you guys don't like Islam, I'm going to do the opposite. You know, there is people, they have many sickness. You know, yesterday we heard of a person, and the day before a person going in Walmart and shooting people. Yeah, that's a mental issue. You shoot people, you shoot yourself. That is absolutely mental issue. And here, when somebody convert to Islam and he says to me, everything made so much sense. Either you are shooting yourself or you are considering us a bunch of fool. What is in the Quran makes sense. And it asks you to reflect a reason. What is in Islam make you reflect reasons? So if I believe in Allah and I bend over 5 times a day, that will give me the chance to enslave 80,000 little boy. In the top of that, because I bend over 5 times a day and I hated my neighbors, the Christians and the Jews, Allah will give you a huge number of women who they are always naked made for sex. That is the reasons, and they reflect the reasons. So they try to force you into considering famous names because they consider you a fool. Who, if a superstar, famous person, he says something good about Islam. That's why they made videos. Actually, they asked many actors after 9/11 to say, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Muslim. The fact they are not, you know, it's just because they want to promote Islam, and they knew how much impact in the head of the fool if an actor he said something good about Islam. Now, are you a fool? So what if Cat Stephen? Who is Cat Stephen? Let us say tomorrow there is a very famous person, he converted to Islam, and he's a fool. I'm not. And the proof is in the front of us. Who is a Muslim right now? I'm going to open my Skype. He is willing to call me and give us just one reason to believe in what this guy he said, that Islam, the Quran asks you to reflect reasons and reasons. It makes sense. Quran makes sense. So who is the beautiful Muslim, handsome Muslim, smart Muslim, is willing to call us and to tell us what is makes sense in this religion or this cult, whatever you want to call your religion? What makes sense there? My Skype is open, and if you are a Muslim would like to call me, please feel free. Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim who is willing to call us and show us where is the Quran? It asks you to reflect on reasons. Well, as long as there's no Muslims to call us, then we have no choice except to go and read the article. And look here, you know, they see the reasoning of Muslims. The Muslim, they will try to convince us that Quran is from God. How? Preservation of the Quran. Let us say, you know, my friend, if a preservation of a book will prove that it is from God, that's mean all preserved books are from God. As an example, my book is preserved. I must be God then. Secondly, what do you mean preservation of the Quran? If you Muslims say that even the goat ate the Quran, if even you Muslim you say that Quran was there's many Quran and Uthman he burned them. If the Quran itself says the Quran is not preserved, what do you mean the preservation of the Quran? Is that you Muslims, and this is Aisha, saying that the goat ate your book? But we have to admit that this is a holy goat. I mean, it must be special goat. Not any goat can eat the Quran, because it's very hard to digest. The verse of stoning and breastfeeding an adult 10 times was revealed, and the paper was under with me under my pillow. Who's talking? Aisha, the wife of the Prophet, not me. So the Quran was under the pillow of Muhammad. The pillow of Aisha is the same pillow of Muhammad. Remember that she is his wife, unless Muhammad was kicked out from the bed of his wife. And the paper was under my pillow, and when the messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death, and the tam sheep came and ate it. What? Yes, brother. A tam sheep came and ate it. And I am not joking. True story. So they give us headache about preserved Quran. Quran preserved, Quran preserved, Quran preserved. And then what we find? We find this. And by the way, if anyone see this goat anywhere, please just report to the FBI, Islamic FBI, Islamic police, because our FBI will not really care. They are kuffar. So the goat looked like she was like Cat Stephen. She did read the Quran and she found it yummy. So in order to, like she said, I'm not going to let this book out from my hand. I'm going to put it in my stomach. And the goat ate it. So they say to us that the Quran was preserved, and then we find them in their books saying that the Quran was eaten by a goat. And not only that, those verses until now they are missing. Where is the verse of stoning to death in the Quran today? Any Muslim can show it to me? Where is the verses of a breastfeeding for adult? And by the way, this is alone is a story. This is alone is a proving that Islam must be from God, because only the God of Islam who order women to give their breast to an adult man so he can suck from their nipples even if there's nothing there. I mean, did this guy, he said in the article that the Quran asks you for reasoning. What is the reasoning of a God to order a woman to give her breast to a strange man? What is the reasoning? So in Islam, women, they have to cover themselves. We are not allowed to shake their hands, but we can hold their boobs and we can suckle them. Yummy, yummy. What do you mean? This is where I found this picture. This is taken. Okay, you see, guys, maybe you are not advanced as us as Arab. We are the Arab who first who had the technology of selfie. So the goat, she went in the bedroom of the Prophet. You see, the bed is in the back. All right, and she took selfie using his phone. So thank God, not only the Quran is preserved, even the stories about eating the Quran is preserved. And now we have a real witness, you know, Aisha. And is the Muslim who say that Aisha, she is a kafir, she is a liar? So where is the preserved Quran? And you know, how in the world are you telling me that the goat only ate those 2 verses? I mean, what's wrong with you? Goat ate only 2 verses. Maybe this is what Aisha she remember, or she found in the most important verses. There's no way the goat will stop. You know, give the goat a book, she will eat the whole book. Goats, they eat even plastic. Anything go in their way, they eat it, they chew it. So when you say to me that the Quran is preserved, it's a miracle, brother. Yes, it's a miracle. Where is the preservation of the Quran? And by the way, I'm just to tell you, I'm really upset from this goat, because I wish that this verse about breastfeeding for adults is still in the Quran, so we can use it for a comedy show. Right now, because of this filthy goat, she ate the verses. And by the way, I don't think the goat ate it. I think the Muslims ate it, and I will prove it to you. Because let us say, for the sake of argument, the goat ate the verse. Don't the Muslims, they say we memorize the Quran? Okay, well, the goat ate it. What about you? Did the goat eat you too? Did the goat eat your memory? What is the verse? The goat ate the Quran. What about your memory? All the Muslim memory, the verse is gone from it. That's it. We cannot find it. Look like the goat did not eat the Quran only as book. She ate every single. She erased the memory. She was licking the memory of every Muslim. Hey goat, what are you doing? Set up CP. I'm licking the memory of Muslims. And for sure, if we ask Zakir Naik about this, he will say to you a very smart answer. Brother Sitter, there's a person named the Christian Prince, and he always asks questions, and their questions are not valid. And I'm going to prove it for you today. As an example, he said, and he quoted from the mother of the believer, Aisha, peace of her, that the verse of stoning on the breastfeeding adult 10 times was revealed, and it was in the paper under my pillow, and the goat ate the paper. First of all, when our mother, the mother of the believers, she speak about it incident, she is reporting a very, very dangerous incident, that this goat was sent by the Jews, and she was working for the Russian, and most likely for the CIA. Otherwise, why she ate at that book? What about the other book, brother? Dr. Zakir Naik, but this is not the question. How the Quran is preserved, yet the goat ate it. So the Quran is not preserved. You are stupid, and you are ignorant, and I'm going to prove it. First, it is preserved, and preserved in the goat belly. And until now, the goat belly is preserving the verses. So now, where we can find the verses in the goat belly? Exactly. And because you are stupid and you do not know how to find the goat, you think it's gone, but the fact it's there. But we need to find the goat first, and then I assure you, we will find the verses preserved inside the belly of the goat. Well, I never thought about this, Dr. Zakir Naik, so I really apologize. I told you you are stupid. I told you you are stupid, and I am smart, and I know it. And don't call me again. Where is the preserved Quran? Hmm? Preserved Quran. Even the Quran says that Allah calls you to forget the Quran. And why Muhammad he says that? If you see the reason, you will die laughing. Do we have any Muslim want to say something? Any Muslim? You don't understand what Zakir Naik said? Yeah, I don't understand too. You think I understand what he said? Hello? And the brother and sister, in Islam you do not need to understand. You need to die that only. That repeat after me. Say the Shahada and don't understand the Shahada because it's in Arabic. Who in Islam understand anything? Nobody. Nobody. This is why even Muslims, when they try to explain a verse in the Quran, they say Allah knows best, because they don't know what they are saying. Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim would like to say to us something? Who is a Muslim? You see, we want to take your belief into serious consideration, and we want someone seriously. He can prove to us any of those claims. The Muslims, they have them in their website. But as long as there is no Muslim to prove that to us, let us go here. One of the great miracles, chapter 7, verse number 35. For first time in history, we have a built-in proof. I like this as a built-in stuff, by the way. Always, really, I like it built-in. Like imagine you have a phone, but you don't have a Bluetooth. It's built-in, make it a lot convenience. That Quran is in what? Hold on, we have a caller. Hold on. Hello.
Hey there.
Hey, Mr. Wasim, how are you?
Not bad. I just wanted to ask you a quick question.
Are you the one who always curse and run away, call names and run away? You are, right?
No, I don't curse. I
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I know you. Come on. I know.
As a Middle Eastern,
so yeah, you are the one. You are the one. You are the one. And always you try to change my topic. Always we talk about potato. You call me to ask a question about tomato. Isn't it? This is the case.
No, I've never called you before on Skype.
No, you called me before many times. It's recorded.
As a Middle East Christian.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask you why you are trying to change the topic.
I'm not trying to change the topic.
So talk about the proof of the Quran then.
I'm just asking you a question.
Talk about the proof of the Quran.
You've been lying to Protestants. You said that as a Middle Eastern Christian, do you reject infant baptism?
I reject what?
Mary
I reject what?
Jesus,
I reject what?
Calling Mary the mother of God.
Reject
do you
what?
condemn that?
I reject what? Say again.
Do you reject infant baptism and calling Mary the mother of God?
You know, you see how stupid you are. First of all, I don't care what you think. I care about what I say. And let me tell you what I say about the question you asked. I believe it's better for a person to shut up. Let me answer you. It's better for a person to do baptism when he is adult. However, because shut up, let me answer you, potato. Let me answer you. But because a child he might die before he reached the age, then it can be better that he take the baptism when he's a child. So both of them, they are right, and I don't mind if my son do it twice, which means he do it when he is a child and he do it when he is adult, because this is his choice. So if he die in young age, he received the Holy Spirit. This is how the cover they hang up, and this is how they fabricate answers. Secondly, I saw your comment in the text. You said the Coptic church, they have idols. You are a potato and you are a dummy. Catholic, they don't have that. They don't have statues. They don't have any of that. Secondly, I'm not a Coptic. Number 3, I'm not a Catholic. Number 4, I am not a Protestant. Number 5, you are a donkey and coward. This is why you hang up. The beach. And in my answers, I don't take a side of something called Catholic or Protestant. I take a side of the Bible. We as a Christians, we are neither Catholic, we are neither Protestant. I am not protesting to be Protestant, and I am not following tradition to be Orthodox, and I am not a Catholic because I don't listen to the Pope. But at the end of the day, the Catholic, the Protestant, the Orthodox, all of them, they listen to the word of Jesus and they are worshiping Jesus. And this is why all those 3 churches, they share the same value I share. So all of us, we are Christians. You are stupid, you are a fool, and you are a coward. I'm not calling you names, by the way, but because of your cowardness, you don't want to always, this is what you do. You call because you have no answer for anything. And you think you get like something, like, did you say? Did you say? I say every day, Abdul, potato. I say what I say every day. And it's recorded. And I ask people to copy my videos and publish it everywhere. Do we have any Muslim? Anyone? You see, always the Muslims, by the way, they try to make division between Christians. Did you see that question? The whole purpose of the question is not to know, by the way. It's just to say, did you say that? So maybe somebody, he is a Protestant, he will not like that, or he's a Catholic, he will not like what I said. It's just about division. Christians, really Christians, they will not support division. Even the Bible speak about that. That be aware of people who bring division. Division always from Satan. Either they are deceived, which means they are wrong, but maybe good people, good Christians, but they are wrong in understanding, or they are really false Christians. We as a Christians, we follow only one person, not a bishop, not a Christian prince, not a pope, not a Protestant, not a Catholic. We follow Jesus. Anyone who follows someone different from other than Jesus, he is not Christian. Now, who is a Muslim? Wanna call us? Who is a Muslim would like to call us? This is the best you have? This is the best you have? Baptism and when you are an infant, or baptism when you are adult? Both is good. And actually I support people to do both, which means when you are a parent, I think it's a good idea to baptize your child so he will be blessed with the Holy Spirit since a very early age. And then when he is an adult, because now he is making a choice, he can do baptism again. Now, can we do baptism again? Every day is a baptism for us. Why not? The day you are accepting the Messiah, you are reborn again. He asked a question about Mary, the mother of God. Simply, this is because of your stupidity. When somebody is a Catholic or a Coptic, he says Mary is the mother of God. Well, she is the mother of Jesus. Christians, who is Jesus? Christians, who is Jesus? Tell me in the text, please. Who is Jesus? Is he your God? Okay. Who is his mother? Mary. So if they say Mary, the mother of God, still they are not false. Just because you are stupid. And whoever disagree with it, he is just not thinking deeply. Because simply Mary is the mother of Jesus. And who is Jesus? He is our God. So being his mother by flesh does not make him make her the mother of God as God. But it's a fact. Mary is the mother of Jesus and Jesus is God. So if they say the mother of God, they are not lying. Stupidity, you know, stupidity is really amazing. And the whole point of those questions is just to play games, but not really to ask questions. They don't care really for knowing and answers. They are just looking for a game to play. And what hurt their feeling most, that I don't give them a chance to play their game, to divide us. You know what I mean? This is the whole point. How we can divide those Christians. Do you remember what the Quran says in chapter 5 verse number 14, sorry? I will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians from now until the day of judgment. And how he would do that? Allah is dead, Muhammad is dead. This is Allah, Muhammad. Muslims, they will try their best. And if you are a fool, if you are not a person who really listen carefully to the word of Christ, who said clearly that we are one church and he is the Lord of our church, then the devil will be able to play with you. Somebody saying, can you explain for us Luke chapter 23? You know, look, like you see, people, they are desperately trying to make us go away from our topic. Why nobody want to talk about our topic? Do you think here we are like I'm a waiter and you bring me your menu with me? Jesus, he forgive them. So what the problem with that? If this verse needs explanation for you, that means you have a mental issue. Or if you want to say something else, I'm not sure what it is because it's blind text. Well, what does this have to do with my topic? Jesus, for he is the Lord of forgiving. He even forgave those who killed him. What the problem? How more beautiful you want from, you know, from what Jesus did? You see, Jesus always who speak about forgiveness, when they ask him how to pray, he said pray like this, and right away he says, forgive to us the same as we forgive to others. So he made it clear that if you Christians, you ask me for forgiveness, you have to forgive. And imagine Jesus himself, he asks you to forgive others, but he will not forgive himself. So Jesus was always a person as our Lord, our God. He say and he do what he say. So even in the cross where nobody will forgive, with the painful process of death, of a crucifixion, yet he is thinking about forgiving the Jews. Why that is a problem for you to understand. Now, who is a Muslim would like to call us and he have something to say about our topic? What is the proof, brother, that Quran is a word of God? And as you see in the article, we says we have a built-in proof that the Quran is unaltered, but we prove that in 2 seconds that this is false. Even the Quran says that this is not true. Even the Quran says that Shaitan, he put words in the mouth of Muhammad. And because Muhammad is a false prophet, he could not remember what he said yesterday. In order to cover his lies, he said the following: none of our revelation do we abrogate or cause to be forgotten. I thought the Quran is preserved. Even your God, he make you forget the Quran. Yeah, I think this is the same person. He's trying to play games again. This guy, by the way, is like he suffers from mental issue. He always do the same. Any brave Muslim? Yeah, I think it's the same person, but let us take him, you know, for fun. I mean, what we can do? We are out of customers. This is what happens when you are out of customers and you open a restaurant. Anyone walk in the street say, "You want to get in? Come on, get in, get in." If you have too many customers, you don't care who's walking by. So let us try this guy. He's texting me again, I think. Yes,
Hello, Christian Prince. How are you today?
I'm fine.
How's your day been?
It's all right.
I'm glad to hear that.
What do you want to say to us? Are you a Muslim, right?
Yes. I saw you were speaking about the goat eating part of the Quran. Yes. To be honest with you, I mean, there's no explanation to that. I think.
Yeah, I think you are not a Muslim and you are a troll. Don't call me again. I know your voice. I know, don't call me, don't call me. I know your voice. You are just a troll. There's many people who have a mental illness and they are children's. Maybe they are growing like men, they have a size of a man, but they have a mentality of a child, and they think we are just here to, you know, go play a game, go and buy a game. Tell your mommy to buy you a PlayStation. Say, hey mommy, can you buy me PlayStation? I want to play. Can we have some adult Muslims want to call us? No, I will not let him talk. I know that this guy, he is a troll. Anyone? Who is a Muslim would like to call us? None of our revelation do we abrogate or cause to be forgotten. Question. Why Allah he caused you to forget the Quran? You see, we have a built-in proof that the Quran is forgotten. Isn't what you said to us in the article that we have a built-in proof? This is the built-in proof. The Quran is forgotten. Where is the preserved Quran? Hello? Where is the preserved Quran? If even your Quran saying that we cause you to forget the Quran. How much Quran you forgot, Muslims? 7 kilos, 10 kilos, 5 kilos. Ibn Editor, a Christian friend, he said, how many kilograms we forgot of the Quran? I answer him in a very simple, humble word. Only Allah knows best. How many kilograms we forgot, brother? Allah he sent Quran, and then he make you forget the Quran. I mean, who is the silly here, the stupid? Who is the stupid here? The one who says this verse, or the one who claimed to be God? Brothers and sisters, I want you to forget everything I said to you 5 minutes ago. Allah, why you want us to forget everything you said 5 minutes ago? Because it was not okay, because it is not because I'm God, and you know, I say B is going to be, that's it. Like, what the heck? Who is a Muslim want to tell us why Allah he sent us Quran and he want us to forget the Quran? What was wrong with it? What does that mean? Allah he erase our memory the same as in the alien movies? The guy he told them to look at the flashlight, and they look at the flashlight and then they forget everything, even the police. This is a miracle, brother. Who is going to explain to us what is this? The Quran says that Allah sent Quran and he make you forget the Quran. And then the Muslims, they say to us, we Muslims memorize the Quran by our heart. Brother, first, its memory is not in the heart, it's in your head. Secondly, in the case of Muslims, I don't think there is anything have to do with the head, because all the Quran promises is speaking to your private part. If your God Allah really, he speak to you, consider that you have a brain, then he will not say to you that there's a flying car that can take 600,000 chairs, and there's a magical ring Suleiman he wear and he control the genies, and there's genies who die for Suleiman, and even genie shaitan he slept with Suleiman, all his wives, and he was doing boom boom to them. Thank God I am not Suleiman. Imagine, Suleiman, I go to the bathroom. You know the story of Suleiman, right? I feel sorry for Suleiman according to Islam. The poor guy, he went to the bathroom. And when Suleiman he go to the bathroom, he cannot take his ring with him because this is a holy ring, brother. Maybe the ring, if you go with him to the bathroom, is going to lose its power by touching the you know. So always he give his ring to his wife, and her name is Jarada, which means Loctos. Shaitan, he come in the look of Suleiman. Look at this Shaitan, he can come in any look. Okay, hold on. If Shaitan come, you know, there's a story, Shaitan, he come in the look of Jibril, and they call him Al-Abyad. And there's a story of Shaitan coming in the look of Suleiman. So what is the proof that Muhammad himself was not a Shaitan? And Shaitan is coming in the look of Muhammad. If Shaitan, according to you Muslims, once he came as an angel and once he came as Suleiman himself. Hello. So anyway, to make the story short, brother, Suleiman, he went inside the bathroom and he gave his wife the ring. And by the way, this is a true story, brother, true story. And actually, me myself too, when I go to the bathroom, I give my ring, which I get it from my grandfather to control the word. I give it to one of my wives. I have many wives. So, and then Shaitan, he came to her and he said to her, give me the ring. And his wife, she looked like, what? My husband, he finished his doo-doo very fast. Like, he just get in and now, like, what? Anyway, she gave him the ring. Shaitan, he wore the ring and he became the king. Ta-da-da-da! And then he controlled all the kingdom. Suleiman get out of the bathroom and people did not believe him because the king is there. You cannot be the king. He looked like the king, yes, but he's not. He cannot be, because now we have two Suleiman. So they kick him out of the palace. And then the poor Suleiman, he start working as a putter. True story. And then, brother, how the wives of Suleiman, they discovered that this is not the true Suleiman. Who remember the story? Who remember the story? Anyone remember? Anyone remember? Because he was so good in sex. The wives did notice that this husband, like, what happened yesterday? His thing does not even like work, not even 1%, and today is like then. So, brother, in the Quran we have a built-in proof that Quran must be from God. All those stories, brother, flying carpet, diving for Sulaiman, a bird looking for women have no hair in her legs, and telling the ants to hide, otherwise Solomon will destroy them. I mean, that's amazing. Where is the built-in proof? Any Muslim can find us the built-in proof? I'm just trying to find it. So look what they say in their articles. Quran is not changed and have a built-in proof, a proof that variable by anyone, you really so powerful, is the proof. The few generation, it will become obvious that any religion or any group of people which advocate faith as a brief. Okay, go to the proof. Quran chapter 17 verse number 36. You shall not accept any information unless you verify it for yourself. I have given you hearing and eyesighting and the brain, and you are responsible what? For using the Quran says that. The Quran says you have to. I gave you a brain, and you what? Chapter 17, verse number 36. Shall we go there, guys? Shall we go there? Little examination for chapter 17, verse number 36. Hold your seats. Belt. Let us see how much truthful what they are saying to us. This is not what it says. This is not what they said to us in the article. You see, guys, this is totally different translation. Like, what happened? Let us go back to the article. There's a Muslim calling me idiot. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You shall not accept any information unless you verify them. Okay, let us go to the verse. And pursue not of which thou has not knowledge. It doesn't say verify them. It says the opposite actually. It says don't stop and examine things you have no knowledge of it. And then hold on, let's change the translation. Maybe the translation maybe here this guy is not right. Let us see different, Abdul. Let us see which one? Where is Shakir? Let us see Shakir. Okay. And follow not that which you have not the knowledge. Okay. Follow not which you have not the knowledge. This is mean verify. This is what the verse is saying. We have to verify. And surely the hearing and the sight and the heart, all of those are the questions about that. Where here it says you have to verify, and where here it says we should question. You see here where it says, and the hearing and the sight and the heart, they question about that. They question about the first sentence. They question about things they have no knowledge of. So all what they are saying to them, follow the one who have a knowledge. And who is the one who have a knowledge? Allah and his prophet. So it's not the Muslims who will acquire the knowledge. Let me show it to you from different verse. Those who have knowledge in Islam is not the one who have knowledge, it is those who say we believe. If you go in chapter 3, verse number 7, let us see. But none knows the interpretation of the Quran except Allah, and those who are firmly rooted in knowledge, they say we believe in it. So who is the one who have knowledge? Nobody. He's just saying we believe. So if you question If you question, if your eyes a question, if your heart a question, if your mind a question, well, you should not do that. Don't follow what you have no knowledge on, and let your heart and your eyes a question, because you have to follow blindly. Let us see the interpretation for this verse from the Muslims books. All right, let us go there. This is Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Let us see what it says. It says the opposite. Don't follow your thoughts. Be aware of suspicion, for suspicion is the falsest of speech. Do you see it? So how you say to us, we have to suspect everything, examine everything, and then your prophet explaining this verse saying, be aware of suspicion. Do not accuse anyone of that which you have no knowledge. This is what the verse is saying. It's not asking you to examine the Quran and examine etc. So it's the opposite actually. You see, when somebody says to me I am a prophet, in my head I have to examine and the first thing come to my mind, he is a false man, which is an accusation. And now I have to prove it. The Quran says do the opposite. And the reason I'm saying now this, because they are trying to make it as the Quran saying that we have to examine knowledge. You see, the Quran is saying examine. This is what they are saying. You shall not accept any information unless information. You see the word information? You see how they translate everything wrong? Unless you verify it yourself. Okay, you Muslims, how you verify that the Quran is a word of God? Let's continue. The mathematical structure of the Quran was discovered by Dr. This is Rashad Khalifa website. Rashad Khalifa, who destroy verses from the Quran to fabricate something called the mathematical miracle of the Quran, number 19, which we prove to be false. You see, all of this is a false mathematics. Where is the person who asked me about Luke 23? Are you there? Are you still in the chat? I think I made a mistake. I thought this person is a Muslim trying to take us out of topic, but I think it's a Christian person. Please, when I'm talking about something, don't take me away from my topic. All right, for me, you see, here we go. I have suspicion that your question is coming from a Muslim trying to divert me. The Quran saying don't suspect. So the Quran actually is saying take Muhammad words blindly, not what they are claiming. And now they are trying to prove to you another deception, that the Quran have a mathematical miracle. And we prove this. And if you have my books, if you saw my videos, we prove it very easily in 2 minutes. In a minute. Who is a Muslim? He is willing to call me and tell me about the miracle 19, and I will do my duty to prove it to you in less than a minute to be false. All of this. Look how long. Look. False. Anyone? Less than 60 seconds. Actually, in what I changed my mind, 30 seconds. Who wanna call me is a Muslim and I will prove that the miracle of number 19 is false in less than 30 seconds. Come on, don't make me say 10 seconds. This is too much. Like I will not be able to say hello. Anyone? It's a lie. It's a big fat lie. Just to make it simple for those who because you might get Muslims speaking about this issue with you. If you go this claim of 19, and even Shabir Ali, he talked about it too, and the potato, I challenged him to prove it to us in the screen. You know, show us on the screen how you can count the words. So they say to you, brother, that if you calculate the first verse in the Quran, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, is going to end as 19 letters, and then the drama continue for many verses after. But we can prove it very easy that this is false, because first of all, in Quran there's nothing it's called bism, it is bi-ism. It is drawn here by let me show you. Here there's a letter is not showing. The Muslim, they changed the word because it is hard to pronounce it, so they took off the alif. So here we go, the first alif would destroy all the claim of 19. Number two, here in the Quran you will see there's something is called shadda. Those who speak Arabic, actually you can watch the videos of what is mean Nu'man Khan. Nu'man Khan, he count every letter have shadda. This is shadda. It's like something in the top of the letter. Let me zoom in. Hold on. You see this thing here? It look like this. Look like a sword, or you know. You see it in the top of the letter here. In the top of this letter. Do you see it? When you see that, that means there is two letters, not one. So in order, this is a new addition to the Arabic. When the Quran came, there was no those things you see in the top of the letters. They were not exist. Like those here dots, here sukoon, kasra, etc. All of those are not exist in Arabic at that time. Those are addition. So each time there is, you see this signal here in the top of a letter. That's mean the letter is two letters. So Rabbu, Rabbi, Rabba, ba, ba. So we use shadda, so we make it extend, and that will save us from typing the letter twice. So look what happened now. How many shadda we have in this verse? Let us clean the screen and do it again. Here we have shadda, and in the top of the letter L, Allah. Then here we have Rahman, and here we have Rahim. So just by adding those, we have three more letters addition. You believe it? Now hold on, we are not done. Do you see here in the top of this word Ar-Rahman? Let me change the color. You will see like a little stick, if I can say it's a stick. Let me zoom in. Here. Look underneath of it, you will see something like that. You see it? You know, I'm just trying my best to show you. You see that thing here? Do you see it? Small, tiny thing. This is Alif. This is letter A. So look what happened. In a very easy look, we find that the number 19 became 20, 21, 23, 24, 25. So where is 19? It's a lie. Here there is Alif, and actually I can show you from the Quran itself that this is written wrongly in the Quran. In Arabic we have nothing, it's called bism. That is a stupid Arabic. But the Muslim, because they fabricate their book, they took the letter off just to make it easy to pronounce. Even they agree, all the sheikhs agree that the word is not bism, it is bi-ism. And let me show you from the Quran itself. I will type the word in the correct way in the Quran, and let us see how it's going to appear. Switch to Arabic. Do you see it, guys? This is the correct way. فَسَبِّحْ بِاسْمِ رَبِّكَ. You see the alif here? In the first verse, it's taken off. Look how many verses. All those verses, they are writing the word correctly. Bi-ism, bi-ism, bi-ism. So this is the letter which is missing from this verse, where here there's no bi-ism. The letter here is gone. So where is the miracle of number 19? It's a lie. It's a big fabrication. Well, the Muslim, they say it's a miracle, and that to prove the Quran is must be made from God because there's a match in mathematics, blah, blah. It's a fabrication. By the way, I'm going to make a book which is you divide number 17, you end with the 7 Majid, and that will make you worship me as God. But the point is, even those who they sponsor such a lie, it's very easy to get them busted. But the game is, you don't speak Arabic, and they can lie to you. How you know what this is about? They don't speak Arabic, but they cannot fool me. Like Shabir Ali, he was talking to David Wood. The miracle is of number 19. He can say that to David Wood, but he will not dare to open the stuff. He don't even dare to say hello to me. Miracle of number 19. Now, do we have any Muslim here? He is a person want to show us something. Until now, we saw no proof of the Quran. And you know, as long like we look like we are not going to find a Muslim to explain to us if the Quran really from the God or not, well, the answer is very easy. I mean, there's million reasons to refuse the Quran. Quran is a stupid book. There's a million reasons to refuse the Quran to be the book of God, because it is a book of stupidity. Have you ever heard of a God he think that babies are created from a sperm, and the sperm is coming from the backbone of the man? Oh, my back, it's hurting me, man, my back is hurting. Do you think I'm not going to have a sperm no more, huh? Man? Backbone? Backbone? Your God believe that the baby is created from a sperm, and the sperm is coming from the backbone. And this is why famous artists, they have a song, it's called Backbone, Backbone. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? Backbone, backbone, backbone. And look, by the way, when you change the translation of a translator, all of them are Muslims, but everyone give you his own fiction. Then we made the sperm into a clot of congealed blood. The sperm became a congealed blood. Are you serious? Okay, tomorrow I'm going to make some sperm and I'm going to put them in the side, and I will wait for them to transform into congealed blood, brother. What do you think, brother? I'm going to put some sperm in a dish and leave them in the table until the morning. Oh, hold on. You cannot do that. You have to wait for them for 40 or 50 days, because the prophet, he spoke about how it works. For how long the sperm stays sperm, according to the prophet who taught by Allah knowledge. And Allah knowledge is amazing. I mean, come on. Look what the prophet said, brother. The prophet said, when the drop of semen remains in the womb for 40 or 50 days, that's it. I have to convert now. I mean, how Muhammad knew the exact dates? So look, as long Muhammad he says that the sperm semen stay for 40 or 50 days. I'm going to make some semen, excuse my language, and I will put it in a dish and I will wait for it for 40 or 50 days. And guess what? After 50 days, we will have a steak. Yes, a steak, brother, because no, sorry, not steak. It's going to be a piece of a blood, dead blood, brother. So you put a sperm in a dish, brother, and you leave it in the table for 40 or 50 days. You come back home, you will find your sperm became blood. True story. And you are telling me why the Quran cannot be from God? I mean, have you ever heard a foolish God like this? Sperm transform into a clot of a congealed blood? Hello? I'm truly convinced that this is from God. We have to admit. How I never thought about this before, that this must be from God. I must be blind. And now I see lights. I see lights. I see lights in my eyes. No, I think this is my neighbor from his driveway. Let me close the blind. I thought for a second, like, almost I saw light of Allah. But my neighbor, he parked his car in the front of my driveway, and like the light is blinding me. Alhamdulillah. Look at this. This is the Quran, which I have a proof, a built-in proof. How I know that you are Christian? Well, here we go. Your number is 007. All my friends, their numbers, brothers, sisters, even the angels Jibreel, their number end with 007. Any Muslim? Any Abdul? Where is the Muslims would like to show us the proof, and where, you know? Okay, let's continue the wisdom of Allah, brother. That's a lot of wisdom. That's a wisdom, really. Wiz and dumb. That's full of dumb. And then of the clot we made a fetus. Fetus? The Quran say fetus? No, this is addition. A lump. Then we made out the lump bones. So hold on. So first we are a sperm for 40-50 days, and then we are blood, and then the blood became a lump. May Allah lump you. I mean, that's a pure science. That's amazing. And then we made the lump into bones. So until now, what, we are just bones now? So in this stage we are just bones. Backbones. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? Backbones. That is science, brother. In chapter 86, verse number 6 and 7, it says that the sperm coming from the backbone. And this is why, by the way, I called the insurance company. I told them I want to insure my backbone. They said we don't have insurance for such a thing. We insurance all the body. I said no. You don't understand. I want to insure only my backbone, because this is where the sperm is emitted. What? The sperm, brother, is coming from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. How Allah knew that? And you are telling me the Quran is not from God? Are you blind or what? Isn't it obvious? Backbone. What you gonna do? Man, all of this happening from the backbone, little backbone. The sperm is coming from. So what the testicles is made for? Do you think it was like a decoration, Allah? I think Allah, he made the testicles as decoration. Like he said to himself, what I should hang there, what I should hang there. Come on, like that thing by itself, it feel lonely. I'm going to hang two things. And Allah created testicles for decoration only. And the sperm, brother, is coming from the backbone. It's obvious. This is a religion. This is what you are trying to fool us and say this is the proof from God. This is what from God. This is God now talking. Look what happened to Sal John. He got shy. Look what happened, man. Sal John, he never heard the word testicle before, so he got he's very shy, man. I feel you, brother. Any Abdul? Yeah, the backbone is the last bone in your back, the last little tiny bone in your back. Yeah, and there is a reason. Muhammad, he says that because supposedly if a person who do a lot of sexual activities, he feel in that area some lousiness. So Muhammad and the Arab, they come to conclusion that it must be coming from there. So otherwise, why he feel it? Why he feel like that? So, do we have any Muslim would like to call us? Anyone? How the Muslims got what? This to me. I don't know what they mean, my friend. You see, my English is limited because only Allah knows English. Allah knows all languages, but He speaks only in Arabic. This is why you cannot even pray to Him in your language. You have to pray to Him in Arabic. A poor Indonesian, he don't speak two words in Arabic. He have to speak to Allah in Arabic. Otherwise, his prayer is not accepted. I don't blame him. Allah like Arabic, and he speak only Arabic. He's the God of the Arab. Any Muslim? Why we are out of Muslims? Actually, the tongue of Allah is not Arabic, and let me show you. First of all, Arabic is not really a language by itself. Arabic is a collection of languages. Arab is not an ethnic. Therefore, there is no really language called Arabic. But by time, we have established from the collection of languages what it's called today Arabic. Otherwise, there is not such a language. The Quran speak about the book as an Arabic book. All right. And look what the Quran says. Chapter 12, verse number 2. We have sent it down as in Arabic in order not to learn wisdom, so you might understand. Not to learn wisdom. Okay. So why he sent down Arabic? So you might understand. Why? Because he sent it to the Arab, obviously, right? Now, this is not really a reason, but the author of the Quran, he didn't know better. Even the Muslim, they claim that Muhammad do not know how to write, how to read. And if you read in the Quran, you will find that all the words in the Quran are not really, there's nothing called Arabic. Every single word from those, you see it, it's coming from the Aramaic. And actually there's many strong scholars who believe that the first Quran was not rewritten in Arabic as Arabic today. It was written in a version of Aramaic. And the proof in front of you, actually. Look, Alif, Ra, Alif, Lam, Ra. Those letters, Muslim, they say we do not know what they are. But in fact, this is something in Aramaic. It's called the coding system. So a person in Aramaic, if you want to say to you, Jesus is my God, he say what? He say Kahayas. And Kahayas, what happened? If you ask any Muslim, what does that mean? They say we do not know, only Allah knows. Everybody start guessing. The fact this is Aramaic, it is a coding where instead of saying to you a sentence, and because the first Christians, they were under a lot of a threat and discrimination by the Roman, so they designed a coding system where they can speak but nobody understand except them. Every letter in Aramaic is equal to a number. So I can put letters, I can send you a letter, nobody can understand. As you see, Ka, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad. Okay, what does that mean? Nothing, it's letters. But for the other person who know the coding, he knew that this is mean Christ is my God. Al-Masihu Ilahi. If you remember, the hadith said that when Waraq ibn Nawfal, he died, Muhammad, he tried to commit suicide many times. And not only that, the hadith confirmed that when Waraqa he died, no more Quran was coming to Muhammad. That's why he wanted to kill himself. And not only that, this story confirmed that Waraqa was writing a book which is called the Bible in Arabic, supposedly. Read carefully. Khadija then occupied him, which means her Muhammad, to Waraqa, and they say he's their cousin, Ibn Nawfal, Ibn Asad, Ibn Abdul Uzza, Ibn Qusay. All of this is his name. All of this is just a name. Waraqa was the son of etc. And here it says, who during the pre-Islamic period become a Nasara, not a Christian. This is false translation. The whole Quran, by the way, never used the word Christian. They use the word Nasara, and Nasara is not Christians. Nasara is the same as Jehovah's Witnesses. It's a cult, and used to write the Arabic writing, and used to write of the gospel in Arabic as much as Allah wished him to write. Do you see it? That is the Quran. Kabich? And then when Waraqa die, you will see that there's no more Quran coming to Muhammad. So look what happened. But after a few days, Waraqa died, and the divine inspiration also paused for a while, and the prophet becomes so sad. As we have heard, he intended several times to throw himself from the top of the high mountains. Why is that? Because who is going to give him Quran now? Waraqa died, and Muhammad, he started thinking seriously of taking his life because he will be exposed. But then what happened? Muhammad, he remember that Waraqa, he left a book there. He have the book there. Let me get the book. If you have my books, you will see that I believe strongly that the real father of Muhammad is Waraqa. Anything happened to Muhammad, Waraqa is behind it. Zafina, hold on, Zafina, she is saying, I don't know if Zafina is a Muslim or it is, I don't know, but Zafina is saying, what is Zafina? What happened to Zafina? Where is the text of Zafina? Did you guys what happened to Zafina? I cannot find her text. Zafina, she said, you lie about the Quran because you feel lonely. I cannot find the text of Zafina. What happened? Zafina, yeah, Zafina, in you marrit alina. Zafina, where I did lie? Why you don't call me Zafina and show me where I did lie? As you see, I'm showing reference. Everything I say, I'm giving a reference for what I said. Here we go. This is Zafina, guys. Look what Zafina, she said. You need a woman, CP. I need a woman. And Zafina, are you offering yourself to me as the prophet? He says women, Muslim women, they can offer themselves to the prophet. Is that the purpose of your text? You need a woman, CP. You twisted Quran because you feel lonely. Okay, after I twisted the Quran because I feel lonely, am I not lonely now no more according to you? I think Zafina is you who is feeling lonely. That's why you are trying to offer yourself to me. I don't know. If you are rich like Khadija and young like her, like 25 years older than me, and you have no more teeth or nails, I might accept the offer if you have a lot of money like Khadija. I would think about it, Zafira. How much you have, Zafira? Why you don't call me Zafina and show me where I twisted the Quran? Can you do that? Or just a stupid statement? Prove me wrong. Here we go. You're a prophet. He stopped receiving Quran because a man he died. What does have to do with God? Who is this guy? If he die, Muhammad don't receive Quran no more. Can you tell me? Everything I say, I show it on the screen. Guys, does it say here that the guy Waraqa he died and then the Quran stopped coming to Muhammad, or I'm making things up? Who is a Muslim and explain to us why if a man he die in earth, he is no one, Quran stopped coming, and then Muhammad he tried to kill himself. Isn't it killing? Do you think Muhammad was lonely, Zafina, and that's why he tried to kill himself? I think Muhammad was feeling lonely. Muhammad he went home. I don't have a wife, I have only 13. Oh, at that time, sorry, he have only Khadija. Maybe because he have Khadija at that time, he decided to kill himself. Or he have a wife in the age of his mother. Let us see. I think we have a Muslim calling us. Let us see. Hold on, let me put the speakers. Hello? Faris, this is Faris. Faris calling himself ISIS.
Fuck you, mother bitch, you motherfucker! Fuck you! Fuck you, motherfucker, son of a bitch!
Thank you very much. You see, you scream all the way, something came from your bum, and you expose your prophet. What more I want? And he called himself ISIS. Actually, I accepted your call because I thought you are ISIS, but turn you are nothing but a fart. I said to myself, we got a fish, ISIS, but turn to be a kid, a stupid kid. This is exactly what Islam made out of them. Did you hear the words? Okay. Well, this is what I'm trying to prove. Islam does not make you a good person. What Jesus said, from their fruits you shall know them. I can say dirty words too. But first, I'm not going to insult your mother, because I think she is a good woman, practicing mut'ah as Allah told her. Halal. And she have a cute kid. His name is Isis Faris. Do we have any Abdul here? Anyone? So until now we could not find really any Muslim, any Muhammadan to show us that what they say in their article is true. All what we see here in front of us is a fabrication. Muslims believe that the Quran is a speech of God. Okay, here we go. Speech of God. What kind of God he think that women have a sperm coming from their ribs? Brother, this is your interpretation, not mine. Quran is a speech of God. Okay, this is the speech of God. Look at this speech. Amazing. Have you ever heard of a God? He think women, they have a sperm coming from their ribs? What do you say? Look, brother, Allah, he created you from gushing fluid, meaning sexual fluid that comes from breast forth from the man and the woman. Okay, where is the sexual fluid is coming from? Proceeding from the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman. See, you Muslims, you prove to me that God, the God of Islam, it must be true God. I mean, look at this. How Allah he knew this? How Allah he knew that? Sexual fluid? Any Abdul? All what we got today is a bunch of false people claiming to be they want to debate us. We take their call and then they turn to be a bunch of kids. But this is a great example of what the fruit of Islam is. If Islam make out of us something better, then we should see people who speak with respect. They are not here to call names and to prove us wrong. But what we see the opposite. Gamers, players, insulting, foul words, bad language. Yes, Faris, how are you? Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Christian Muslim.
A Christian Muslim.
Yeah. Sorry. Hi, my name is Wahid, and I had some questions about prophecy in Quran.
Okay.
That they've been written about, for example, iron, that the God send us iron that is very helpful, and I can send you actually the verses of Quran, and if you want you can hang up, or if you want I can stay, and if you could just kind of explain.
No, I know what but what about you? Tell us about this. You are a Muslim, right? Do you believe in what they say to you about this miracle?
Yeah, I'm from Uzbekistan, and my country is a Muslim, and all my family was Muslim. I'm 21 years old, and I was believing Allah till like a few months ago. I'm kind of rejected Islam.
Why reject?
Because it's really hard to. I don't know if it's little bit hard to explain. It's like I got a miracle inside of me.
Since when you start listening to my videos, Wahid?
I just got your videos, and I started to watch you like not so long ago. Just I see that
so this this
really good stuff about Islam, and
so this is the miracle about the Aaron. Do you think it's true or it's a fabrication?
No, I just think how they could know about this stuff in the 7th century.
Yeah, but
Like
what they told
there is
you,
another examples like
no, my friend, the
that.
hadith. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Just let me show you how they lie. First of all, the numbers of the Quran we have today is numbered by who? Do you know?
No, actually.
By Uthman.
Yeah.
Correct. So there's something
Yes.
it's called Quran according to Revelation. I'm sure you heard of that before, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Quran according to Revelation, the chapter of Al-Hadid. Let us go. I will put in the screen. Quran according to Revelation. I will
All
put it
right.
in the screen.
Yeah, I'm calling you from mobile, so I'm watching you from
Okay.
my PC on YouTube.
No
so.
problem. No problem. Yeah. So if we go here, I will show it to you on the screen. Do you see?
Yeah.
Do you see the chapter of Al-Hadid? This is a chapter of Al-Hadid.
Yes.
Is number 94.
Yes.
In the Quran today, it is 57. Correct? So one of the lies they say to you, well, the number of neutron, you whatever they call it, in the Hadid, in the iron, is 57. But the fact, this is not what Allah He sent the Quran. He sent that chapter is in chapter 94. Do you see it?
Yes.
So if this is a miracle, that means this is a miracle done by Uthman, not by Allah. So it was a coincidence that it was happening that this is the iron and this is the number of the iron and try to make a miracle from it. But Allah, He did not send this verse or chapter as 57. He sent it as 94. If you go in the top of here, it says the order of the surahs. So number 96 is now number 1. All right. So it is totally the opposite of what they are saying. Now if we go, let me search for what the article saying, and I will put it in the screen so we can read together.
Since I was kid, I've been often hearing.
Yeah, no problem.
The Quran has a lot of prophecy. Like I didn't heard all of them, but a few of them I heard that there is even like medical prophecy that they knew in the 7th century, which they are discovering actually today, like in 21st century.
What the Quran says about it is very funny and very silly, and we will show it to you.
Yes.
Let us see. I'm trying
I just took like four of there was like I took like 4 examples from verses in Quran about water, iron, skies, and the mountains.
Yeah. All right. Let us show what they claim. All right. You see, here we go. I found it. I put it in the screen. The iron has the strongest bond nucleus among the element. Iron atomic number is 26. It turned out that geometrical value of the word iron is 26 hadid, and this is how they try to fabricate. But the fact the word hadid exists before Islam, right? So if this is equal, that's mean the first one who called the word hadid is the one who did this miracle. If this is a miracle, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess so. So you mean
Allah,
like
is Allah the one who named it hadith, or
this
Arabic language exists
then the Quran came? Like.
Yeah, this is a language exists before Islam came, and therefore whoever named it this way it looked like he knew about this. And look what they say to you. And here they start putting like 54, 56, 57, 58, and then it says to you that in chapter the Quran coming as 50, 57, 25. So they try to say from the numbers, well, this is fit with the iron, but the fact the iron was not sent in that order. Secondly, the one who numbered them in that number is Uthman, not Allah. As you see, the Quran has the numbers of Allah. It was like this. It's totally the opposite. 94, 57. So which one of them is the correct one? Secondly, Is it Uthman the correct one, or it is Allah the correct one? So when the Muslims, and by the way, the first time the word hadith appear, it was not in that chapter. So why you choose that chapter? If we search now right now the word hadith,
Mm.
we are searching. All right, chapter 17 verse number 50, it says hadith. Why the Muslim did not choose this verse to speak about miracle? The numbers doesn't match with them, right? Chapter 18,
Just a second.
chapter,
I will open this chapter 17 and 50 because I need to read it in Russian. I'm not so good in English. You know?
yeah, no
Arabic,
problem. You can
not
take
really good,
you can later take the notes. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
recorded anyway. You can watch it and you can listen
Yeah.
to it. You know, so look at this. So now we
Yeah.
have chapter 17 verse number 50, chapter 18 number 96, chapter 20, 21, 22, 21. So and the chapter 33, 19, chapter 34, 10, chapter 50, 22, chapter 57, 25. So all those chapters came before that chapter. Why the Muslim, they consider this chapter is the one fit with them and they refuse the rest? Because the numbers does not match. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So,
maybe if they can say to us, well, the chapter of the hadith is the only chapter, and this is the only place where Allah He chose it to be, and we speak about the Aaron in that place, we can say, okay, like this is something really strange, so let us examine it and see what it is. But as you see, this is a fiction, it's a lie. Secondly, the chapter they quote for us, look what the Quran is saying. The Quran does not say that. They say to us that the Aaron was sent down from heaven. This is what they say, and this is what science discover. But the fact this is not true. The Quran is saying that Allah He sent the Aaron to the man, and Allah He sent everything down. The words He sent down, even clothes He sent down, like وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْهُمْ كِتَابًا وَرِيشًا. We send upon them books, libas and warish, a cloth as feather. Let us show you. So Allah, when He says everything you have, Allah He sent it down. But did Allah really send us an underwear? Did Allah send us our pants? Did Allah send our dress? No.
So also you want to say like they discovered the iron like a long time before then they've been written in the Quran.
My friend, the iron, first of all, they lie when they say scientists discovered the iron coming only from the space, because the magma itself has iron. Secondly,
I've heard the same about iron, that it came from the space.
That's a lie. That's a lie. There's a good amount of iron in the crust of the earth is coming from the sky, yes, but this is not what the Quran is saying. The Quran is saying that Allah He sent the iron as a tool for mighty war for man, which means the man was there and then Allah sent the iron to him. But the scientists, they say that iron was sent down millions of years before the man is exist, but not all the iron in the earth is coming from that space. Little tiny actually amount of it, because almost the huge number of or amount of the magma itself is iron. Actually, the man himself, the blood of the man have iron. If we don't have iron, they will die, right? So the Quran is saying that iron was sent down to the man, and look what he said. And we send down what? What we send down? Books. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when we send down iron, so why didn't say that books was sent down literally? The iron is sent down literally. Obviously, he's saying that we are the one who gave you everything. We send you the iron, we send you the books, we send you even your clothes. So in order to fabricate, trying to find a miracle, they say, well, scientists discovered that the iron, etc., and then they speak about the numbers. But as we know that those numbers are made by Uthman. He is the one who numbered the Quran as it is. Actually, he is the one too who gave them those names, the iron. So if this is a proof that the one who made this is a God, that's mean Uthman is God, not Allah, because Allah, he did not give the Quran in such a number. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think.
Do you understand me what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
if this is a proof that the one who made this is God, okay, the one who made this is God, but the one who made this number, or he made the Quran in such a order, is Uthman. It is not Allah. So is Uthman is the God? Secondly, the Quran is not saying any what they are saying. Oh, what the Quran is saying, Allah, he sent down everything. Allah sent down the water, Allah sent down the messengers, Allah sent down his words, Allah, he sent down even our clothes. So everything Allah, he sent down, and we receive supposedly.
And is it similar about like other prophecies, like about mountains and
About
like
what?
water? Mountains that they how can I explain it? You know, mountains, they're like sitting straight. How can I tell in English? Just a moment, I will explain you correctly what I mean. In Quran, in this verse about mountains, it says 78:6.
Okay.
Just open it, just a second. 6th and 7th ayat.
Chapter what?
Yeah, I mean chapter 78 and ayat 6 and 7.
Okay, 78.
Yeah, and 6th and 7th that they say here. I'm reading in Russian, but
All right, I understand. But you see, the same chapter they are saying to you, it have a miracle, is the same chapter proving to us Islam to be false. And let us prove it. The verse before it claiming that Allah, he made the earth as a flat.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
In the 6th
And
they
then,
say that, yeah.
And then it says
about
and the mountains as pidges, but the mountains are not pidges. The mountains are not, according to Islam, Allah, he placed the mountains in the top of the earth. It's not, but science says,
you know, just even
Qasr,
he was like even Ibn Qasr, when he was like translating Quran, he explaining like the mountain is sitting straight, like the same large as in the top, the same large on the down.
Right, he placed it in the
you know
top.
what I mean? Like,
he placed it in the top of the earth.
Yeah,
he placed it. And why? So the earth will not move on you. Let us go to the Quran. So it says, so we place it so the earth will not move on you. But this is false, because actually mountains happen because the earth is moving, not the opposite. It's a reason. The reason for the mountain, the real reasons, is the earth is inside, is alive with the magma, with the heat, and because of that there is a pressure of the tectonic plates. So either it's going to happen from volcano or from the pressure of tectonic plates, not because the earth is a flat and Allah, he placed it on the top. Chapter 21, it says, وَجَعَلْنَا and we have set on earth mountains standing from. Do you see it?
is it same?
This is chapter 21. Chapter 21, verse no, chapter 21, verse number 31.
Okay, 21, 31. Just a second.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Allah, he placed the mountains in the top of the earth. Why?
وَالْجَانَّ فِي الْأَرْضِ رَوَاسِيَ.
Rawasi. So he made in the top of the earth Rawasi, which is a form of mountains, so that the earth will not shake on them. Now the Muslim, they claim, well, earth is the mountain, they help to stable the earth. That's stupid to say. The earth is in continue moving. The Quran now claim that the Quran is saying that the earth is now fixed by the mountain, so it's not moving. So the earth now should not shake no more. Why? Because we have mountains on them. But the fact, Japan is one of the most mountains areas in the world who suffer from earthquake. All of Japan is mountains, actually. So
yeah,
they have mountains, a lot of mountains, but the reason for the mountain itself, because the earth is moving. It's not the opposite. So the Quran claiming that Allah He placed in the top of the on the top of the earth mountains so the earth will not shake. And this is a funny, stupid explanation. It's not scientific. And look, if we go in the Quran, different verse, you see always when somebody speak to you about something, you have to connect all the dots together.
Yeah.
Chapter 7 verse number 26, and we will go back to the mountain. O children of Adam, we have sent down to you, and look at the translation. I don't know what you have in the Russian. It says a cover for your shame here. The fact it doesn't say that. It says we send down upon you clothing to cover your bad things and feather. So why the Muslim don't say our clothes is sent down by Allah? As long they agree that the word sent down, that's mean the Aaron sent down, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
The Quran says even we send down we send down to you feather. And since when we wear feather? I'm not Indian. I mean, this is weird. We send with feather to cover yourself. So the Quran claiming that even the feather of birds send down to us so we can make it as a clothes for us, which neither of the Arab use feather to cover themselves ever.
Yeah.
And why the Muslim don't say this is a miracle? Same time, the story about the mountains is the same. It's proving that the Quran is a false book. And look here, according to Islam, mountains was created after certain issues. Let us type the word Jibal, which means mountains.
Yeah.
Let us see the creation of the mountains. All right.
Yeah.
Here we will find how supposedly Allah He created the mountains. First of all, there's mountains in the sky, and those are mountains of hail. Chapter 24 verse number 43. The Muslim, they try to fabricate translation, and he say, and he sent down from the cloud that are like mountains. But do you see the word like between two brackets? There's no like there. That's a false. He sent it from the sky, not a cloud like mountain, from mountains in it, hail. So there's mountains of hail in the sky, and there's mountains in the ground. The mountain in the ground is from rocks to stabilize the earth so it's not going to move, and there's hail or mountain of hail in the sky, and that where is the hail coming from? Let us change the translation. I don't know why it's not working. The one who keep calling, don't force me to block you. I will block you. I'm talking to the gentleman. You are going crazy. The Abdul is afraid because they are afraid that because you left Islam, so they are angry. Let us change the translation. I'm not sure why it's not okay now. Let us try this one. Oh, this is different language. What is that?
Oh, I guess it's German.
Yeah. Well, here, let's see. He sent down from the heaven mountains where there is hail. Even this translation is not correct. He sent down hail from mountains in heaven. You know what? Let us go to the interpretation. The Muslim interpretation should give us the real answer, correct? Let us see what this verse mean. And here you will see that if the Quran is a book from God, and if this is stupid, that means everything they are saying is a lie. Do you agree? If the Quran teaching that in heaven there's mountains of hail and Allah break from it and He throw it at us, that means Quran is a book of false God. What do you think? No, because it's not. This is not how the hail is made, right? So one lie is
I
enough to
guess
prove.
so.
Yeah, one lie is enough to prove everything they said is to be false. So chapter 21, verse number let us see. Sorry, let us go. Yeah, chapter 24, verse number 43. I'm opening the interpretation. Wait, hold on, guys. I'm just looking for the thing. The website is not working, so I will show you the screen. Have patience.
Yeah, no hurries.
Yeah, they are texting me. That's why I told them.
By the way, this guy who
Okay.
asked you about baptism, he added me too and called me and started to speak about baptism. I don't know.
Well, he's trying to convince you of something. All right, look at this. This is the Muslim interpretation, not mine. Whatever they say, we will accept it. Deal?
But he will be Jesus followers.
Yeah, look at this. And he sent down from the heaven out of mountains. Min jibalin. Min is extra, that they're in the heaven. Mountains. And he sent down from that mountains hail. How the Muslims, they are saying to us, Allah, he sent down the Aaron, miracle of the Aaron, but yet the God of Islam saying that in there's mountains of hail, and Allah, he sent it, the hail from those mountains. He break the hail from the mountain and he submit at the one who he don't like. Well, obviously Allah cannot be God. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain, and we can see Ibn Kathir, we can see Ibn Abbas, you know. So they talk about mountains. Here we go. This is mountains. Is this is a miracle or this is something stupid? It's a stupid thing. He sent down from the heaven mountain wherein is with hail. So there is hail in the mountain. There's mountain of hail, and Allah, he break hails and he submitted at the one he like to punish. Now we go to different verses. If we go in the Quran, and instead we are talking about the mountain topic, just to show you how many evidence proving from the topic of the mountains that Islam is stupid. If you ask anyone, any Muslim, which one Allah created first, you yourself, now you are not a Muslim, but what do you think? Which one Allah created first, the mountains or the stars? Which one do you think?
Mountains or what?
Or the stars?
I guess. Well, my opinion, I guess stars.
Okay. Well,
I never asked someone about
let
it.
us read here. Let us read together. This is
Yes.
chapter 79. In chapter 79, it says the following: Are you more difficult to create or the heaven? On high he has raised as canopy, and he has given it order of perfection. And then he made the night and the day, the day and the night. So like this is the stars, right? Day and night.
Yeah.
This is the lights. And then after that he made the earth flat. And after that he make it water, gave water and moistures and the trees and grass. And after
Yes.
that he put the mountains. So what is the last thing he made here according to this chapter? The mountains, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the sky finished. Then after that he went to the earth. After he finished the sky, he created the stars. He made day and night. He made the earth flat. And then after that he make the water come, spring of water, trees. And then at the end he placed mountains firmly fixed. But mountains are not firmly fixed. The fact they are moving. Every inch in this earth is in continue moving, because we are simply swimming in the top of the magma. I mean, you do not need to be a genius to learn this in a school. When you are in the age of 13, they teach you that. Now we go to different verse in the Quran. We go to chapter Fusilat, verse number, we can read it from verse number 1 if you want, but here it starts
Yes.
talking about the creation. Verse number 9, say what is in the disbelief, etc. Who created the earth in 2 days. Look at the lies, they say 2 period, the fact it says 2 days. And he made the mountain above it service. So what is the second thing after creating the earth? Is the
He
mountain.
made it in mountains
Yeah,
about
but the other
surface,
chapter
and
was
he
the
blessed
mountain was
it.
the last thing, right?
Yeah.
The other chapter,
four periods.
the mountains was the last thing, not period. This is 2 days. Let us change the translation. You will see how how everything changed. They lie in their translation. Never trust Muslim translation. Doesn't matter what translator. I'm telling you. Here we go. To prove in front of you. He said down in earth mountains. Look. Say, is it that you
True,
deny who
on that
created the
day,
earth
when I've
in
been
2
asking
days? Do you see the word
this-
2 days? 2 days. Why the other guy says 2 period? Because later they will say, oh, every day, every period is equal to millions of years, so they can't play games. But it is 2 days. And then it says, and then he set on earth mountains standing firm, high above it. So what is the second he did? Placed the mountains. And then after that, here it says moreover. The fact, it doesn't say moreover. It says in Arabic, thumma. There's a Muslim guy who teach Arabic in his video, in his YouTube. You will see that he said, he explained clearly that the word thumma is for something happen next, but not right away, which means it took a long time, or after. So look at the first translation. If we change the translator, this is Yusuf Ali. This is what I'm saying to you. We cannot trust Muslim translation. Look, then there's a huge difference between moreover and then. The fact even then is not true. He should say then after that. If we change from Biktal to different one, Halili and Khan, the guy he said here then too. But anyway, then is enough to prove that this has happened after, right? Okay, so first thing, Allah, he created the earth in 2 days. Then the second thing, he placed mountains in it. Then after that, he went to the sky and he made it 7 sky. The sky at that point was a smoke, as you see, which means there was nothing. And then he completed and finished them as 7 heavens in 7 days. So according to this chapter 41 verse 12, what is the last thing is finished? The stars.
Yeah.
What is the second thing was created? The mountains. Right?
Yes.
Okay, but the other chapter we showed you, chapter 79, it says
There was difference. Yeah.
it was totally the
recognize
opposite,
it.
not only different, it's totally the opposite direction. So here the heaven finished first, then he started working in the earth in the other chapter, and the second thing he created, you know, like here he made the sky, and then he lifted it up because supposedly the sky was on the top of the earth, and then he made the day and the night, which means the stars created as a stage number 3, and then after that he made the earth flat. So the first thing Allah finished is the sky, and then he started working in the earth. But in the other chapter is saying totally the opposite. So if the Muslim is speaking about mountains as a miracle, how Allah even don't remember how he created and what he created first? I mean, this is very simple. In the top of that, it's stupid to say what he's saying, that he placed the mountains in the top of the earth. If you go in the hadith, because Muslim they might say, well, Allah did not mean that, he means something else. Let us go to the hadith. Muhammad, he said the following, not me.
I understand.
Yeah, Allah Messenger said, I don't know if you can read the screen. Actually, I have to show it to you from Sahih, from the Sahih hadith. For the Muslim, they will not say he is showing us from a book and we don't trust. Muhammad said, Allah the Exalted, the Glorious, created the clay on Saturday, and he created the mountains on Sunday. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he created the trees in Monday, and he created the entire number in Tuesday, and he created the light in Wednesday. But look, if we go to chapter 41, sorry, 79, it says the opposite. Allah created first the day and the night, he finished the sky, and then after that, not moreover, You know, if
This
you
is
go,
already from the Quran, right?
this is from the Quran. We are not quoting from anywhere. And then after that, he start working in the earth. And after that, he made the water come. And after that, he placed the mountains. So according to chapter 79, the last thing Allah he finished is the mountain. He placed it in the top of the earth. In chapter 41, it was the second thing Allah he made. He placed the mountains in the top of the earth. So what kind of God? He don't remember what he did. I mean, this is very simple. In the same time, the earth is a flat. You see, when it says وَالْأَرْضُ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ دَحَاهَا, Dahaha, I saw many Muslims lying. They're saying that the word Dahaha mean he made it like an egg. The word Daha is an egg. That's a lie, big fat lie. All dictionaries, all Islamic dictionary, even translation, nobody says like an egg, for it's a lie. As you see here, it says this is the Muslim translation, and after that he spread the earth. But the fact, it doesn't say spread the earth, it says he made it flat. Let us go and see the Quran interpretation by Muslims. Chapter 79, verse number 30. We go here. You see, everything we say, we give a proof for it. We don't make things up. We don't give our opinion. We are just showing a pure reference. Whatever it is, it is. You know, does it say flat? Absolutely, it says a flat. This is, if you go to Ibn al-Jalalain, let us show the interpretation. And after that, he spread out the earth and he made it flat. Do you see the word flat? For it had been created before the heaven. Look, the earth is created before the heaven. Is that what science says?
Yeah, I understand.
And the funny, they say to us that the Muslim believe in the Big Bang. Okay, how you believe in the Big Bang, but your book says that the earth is created before the space.
I would like to say now, I will ask the Sheikh, but I have no Sheikh. It's a little bit hard to find up
Well,
the right person.
I'm here to help you. Do you have any other answer, a question, my friend?
Right now, I don't think so.
All right, feel free to call me
I got all
anytime.
my
and
answers
you are
which I
welcome.
wanted.
All right, feel free
Thank
to
you
call
so
me.
much. If it's okay, I can contact you some other day if I
No
will
problem.
get some more
Sure,
questions.
Sure, you can call me anytime. All right, take care.
All right, thank you so much.
Take care. Now we have another Muslim trying to call us. Let us see. All the miracles of what's called miracle in the Quran is based in fabrication. All of it. We have this guy, he keep trying to call. I think is the same guy. He's going crazy. Let us give him a chance. Okay. You know, if you all those miracles, they are depend in two things. You don't speak Arabic, they can lie to you about translation, and you do not have knowledge in Islam, so you have to accept whatever they say. But reality in front of us, proving that all of this is false. The Quran says it clearly, the earth is flat. Even he says bisat, wal ardu bisatan. What bisat mean? Carpet. And this is why the Muslims, they have to pray in the direction of the Kaaba. Chapter 71, verse number 19. And the Muslims, they try to cover up, they say, and he made the earth wide spread for you. It doesn't say that. It says bisat. Bisat literally mean carpet. Change the translator. You see, here the game is the game of translation in order to fool you. He made the earth wide expanse for you. That doesn't say that. You can take the word bisat into Google translation. You can copy it. This is the word. You can copy it and take it to Google And you know what? Let us do this. I'm going to open an Islamic dictionary in front of you, just to show you the corruption of those who claim that they are trying to teach about Islam. Because if they are not corrupt, they will not lie in the translation. Why you are lying? Simply because they want to hide mistakes in the Quran. I'm going to copy paste. This is the word I copy from the Quran. I will paste it there. Hold on, not this one. Too many pages open. Here we go. This is the word besought. All right, copy, paste in the front of your eyes. Now we go to the dictionary, and then here we are going to paste the word, and this is the word besought. Besought kalimat al-Quran. Look what they say to us: an expense. Because they say it's kalimat al-Quran, they translate it as an expense. But if you ask any other person, they will say, if you switch to Arabic, you will see that it's mean carpet. And let us prove it to you in a simple words. Look, this is the same thing, the same dictionary. Look, flying carpet, magic carpet, mate, etc. Those are the meaning. But what was the meaning really in the Quran? Does it mean expenses as they claim? Let us see. We take the same chapter, chapter 71, verse number 19. And this is the Muslim interpretation. Do you see it? It's about make it flat like a carpet. Expenses, it's mean he expanded, supposedly. But by the way, the verse doesn't say that word at all. Or what it says besought, which means even the translation here is false. It doesn't say the word flat. It says the word carpet, which means flat. But this is supposedly the interpretation. And this is Tafsir al-Jalalain. What about we go to Ibn Kathir? Let us see what Ibn Kathir will say. Because maybe Muslim will say, well, we don't like this interpretation. So we go to Ibn Kathir, chapter 71, verse number 19. We have to go down, let's zoom in. Okay, here we go. Allah, he made the earth without expenses, meaning he spread it out, he leveled it, he settled it, he stabilized it firm with lofty mountains. All of this is speaking about a flat earth. Not only that, what about the chapter Qaf? Chapter Qaf, just to confirm that the earth is flat. The earth not only is a flat, but is surrounded by a mountain. It's called Qaf. There's a chapter in the Quran, it's called chapter Qaf. So if you go here, you will find the following. Chapter Qaf, verse number 1. And this is the Muslim interpretation again. You can choose whatever interpretation you wish. Qaf is an azure mountain surrounding the earth, overlooking the earth. Okay, how the earth can be overlooked by a mountain? Because the earth is a flat, and Allah, he surrounded it by a fence. It's called Qaf, which is a mountain. And the reason we cannot see it, because it's an azure mountain, which means it's a blue mountain. overlooking the earth, and even they say that the color of the sky is takes from it, which means the sky is blue because of this mountain. This is the science of Islam. The earth is a flat, mountains placed in the top of the earth, they are not from the earth. Mountain created second. Allah, he placed it in the top of the earth so the earth will not move. This is not my words. Nothing of what I said is from me. As you see, all we are showing reference. Where is the Muslim who was calling me like crazy when the guy was talking to me? You see, all the purpose, they are just trying to disturb the guy. He stopped talking to me, they stopped calling. That's the whole story. Let us try to call this guy again. Maybe now he will answer. Yeah. Now he don't want to answer. They do it on purpose. So where is the scientific miracle? And you know, if we find like the first mistake, the second mistake, the third mistake, I mean, which one of them we will forgive Allah with? To be God, but yet he is ignorant, claiming that the sperm coming from the backbone, or what about the sun sit in murky water? So because they are desperately trying to find what it's called science in the Quran, they fabricate and they say things which is stupid. Look at this. Allah created the animals and he described for us what kind of animals he created. And as long as the Muslims they claim that their book is the book of science, well then we have to take it as a book of science. It's your fault, not our fault. You are the one who's saying to us this is a book of science. So whatever Allah he says is scientifically must be true, accurate. All right. So when the Quran speak about the creation he created for us, and then he claimed this as an example. You have an example with the cattle. What is the example? You know, like if you read this verse, the Muslim they will say to you, this is a miracle, this is the scientific discovery. The blood, the suck, etc., and then milk. But this is not what the verse. Let us see what the verse interpretation is saying. The verse interpretation proven to us Allah to be a false God. They try to play with the translation. They try to play with the interpretation, but they cannot do that because we have their scholars who written their books hundreds of years ago, and they understand very well what the Quran said. Chapter 66. How Allah explained how the cow she have milk. How this happen? We give you a drink that which of is in their bellies, and it's coming from their blood. Let us read the interpretation and you will die laughing. And by the way, they try to fabricate to cover up for this, but it doesn't work. Search Google. Tafsir al-Quran. Let us open the tafsir in the Quran. All of those are tafsir al-Quran, but I will open this site here, have many tafsir in one page. Okay. Where is the You will see every Muslim is a scholar. He try his best to explain this explanation for how the milk is made in the inside the animal. Let us go to English so you understand. I'm just show it to you in Arabic for those who speak Arabic. But let us go to the English. Chapter 16, verse number 66. In this website, we have only two interpretation in English. One is Ibn Abbas and one is Ibn Jalalain. We can go to Ibn Kathir too until that website open. Oops. 16. This one is not open yet. You see, it's take time. All of this is miracles of Allah. And the funny about Muhammad, he cannot keep his mouth shut, and the more he talk, the more he says stupid things. We have made a drink for you out of their belly. So the blood, the milk of the animals, and all animals, they share the same thing. I mean, even a human is the same. I mean, the same mechanism. So according to the Quran, we made a drink for you out of what is in its belly, meaning singular form refer to one cattle, or could refer to the whole species. For cattle are the creatures which provide drink from what is in their belly, and in another ayah, in their bellies. Either way, etc. is possible. Okay, and then he says, from between the extortion and the blood, pure milk, meaning it is free of blood and pure in whiteness, taste and sweetness. It's between excrement and the blood in the belly of the animal, but each of them go in its own way after the food has been fully digested in the stomach. So look at this. This is science. Then blood goes in the vein and the milk goes in the other. So what the Quran saying that Allah, when the animal he eat, he made the food two things. One become a blood and one become milk. This is what the Quran is saying and not me. Do you see it, Muslims? Is that really how the milk is is made? The milk is coming from from your stomach, and the animal, the cow, she eat the grass, and then the grass become milk and blood, and then the blood go in the vein and the milk go in the breast. Is that really science? Is it me who's saying that? This is my interpretation. So what the Quran is claiming that Allah he made a miracle. The cow, the goat, she eat the grass. The grass became a blood and milk, and then Allah separate the blood from the milk in her stomach, in her belly. But this is stupid. This is not no such a thing. Who is a Muslim agree with this? Move the stupid message from the screen. Okay. Move the stupid message from the screen. You put this one? All right. So look at this. So guys, this is wisdom. The goat, she eat grass. The grass transform into blood and milk in the stomach. Read carefully. This is not my words. This is not my understanding. From between the extortion and the blood, the pure milk, meaning it is a free of a blood and pure of its whiteness, taste and sweetness. It is between excrement and the blood in the belly of the animal, in the belly of the animal, but each of them goes in its own way after the food has been fully digested in its stomach. The blood goes in the vein, the milk goes in the udder, the urine goes in the bladder, the feces goes in the anus, and none of them get mixed together. A miracle of Allah. And this is how Allah, He explained how He made the milk. Who is a Muslim agree with that? Who is a Muslim agree with that? Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim agree with the Quran? You know, you have tons of articles about this. Anyone? By the way, this is I mentioned this is for your benefit because this will give you like a good help. I thought Muslims would get excited. They will call me and they will say, yes, scientists agree with this. Where is the Muslims? Allah separated between the blood and the milk, and the blood is in the stomach. The blood go in the stomach and come from the stomach. Only Muslim, please. Call you only if you are a Muslim. Articles, madness. Don't force me to block you. Why people they insist? I say call me only if you are a Muslim. They don't listen, and then I block them. Here we go. What kind of animals Allah He created? What hold on, in the same chapter. Look at this. What the bees eat. According to the Quran, bees they eat fruits and they poop honey. Is that true? See, this is the wisdom, this is science. Bees they eat fruits, they poop honey, and comes from their belly drink. So the bees, what the bees eat? Fruits. What they do? Poop honey. Who is a Muslim agree with that? As I know that the honey is the food of the bees, not the fruits. Bees, they go and collect nectar and they bring it back. They don't eat it. They carry it back to the hive, and then that thing, that liquid they bring, is going to be converted into honey. This is their food. It's not their shit. Excuse my language. So the Quran is claiming that the bees, they eat fruits, they poop honey. Who agree with this? This is the same chapter, chapter 16, verse number 69. So the Quran claim that from the stomach everything come. There's a blood there, and Allah separate between the blood and the milk. The milk, there's a process for the milk. There's nothing is called milk. There's a process to make milk. And here in the chapter in the top, there's many mistakes. The milk is coming from the blood. And here another mistake. The bees, they eat fruits and they poop honey. So Muhammad, God, he think that when we eat honey we are just collecting their poop, and this is not the food of the bees, when the fact this is their food. We are literally we are stealing their food. The poor bees, they make food and we steal it. As simple as that. According to the Quran, no. They eat from the fruits and they poop honey. Who is a Muslim agree with that? So you see, I mean, let us say in the Quran there is one thing come to be accurate. Let us say, for the sake of argument, I don't believe any Quran anything is accurate, but let us say one thing come to be accurate. So as long the Quran is the word of God, and then we find he said 100 things, one of them come to be true and 99.9 is a lie, are you still going to believe is God? In the case of the God of Islam, I found that all the 100% of his talk is a lie. And as you see, he cannot even remember which one he created first. And he think that women have a sperm. I mean, what kind of God he think women have a sperm? Since when women have a sperm? What made Muhammad think that women have a sperm? Muhammad will explain to you. Look at this. And here you understand how Muhammad fabricate Quran. Muhammad, he think that when women she have a sexual intercourse with a man, she have a liquid in her private part. He thought that this is a sperm. Read carefully. This is not me saying that. The Messenger of Allah said, the man water is thick and white. And here when he said the water, he means sperm, because the Quran says we created you from water. What is the water? The sperm, nutfa. And the man water is thin and yellow. Okay, wonderful. So now we have water coming from the man is thick and white. What is that? Sperm, obviously. Or let us say sexual fluid, which contain the sperms, semen. And women's water is thin and yellow. Look, Muhammad, he called both water. The first water is what? Is the man's sperm, the sexual fluid, including the sperm. And then women have water too, and their water is thin and yellow. Whichever of them comes first, the child will resemble the parents. Do you see it? And Ibn Kathir explain more about chapter 86 verse number 6 and 7. He says sexual fluid come from both of them, which without from both of them the baby will not be created. Okay, what is that sexual fluid? He said that this is a sexual fluid coming from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. Okay, how this can be from God, and how Muhammad he says such a stupid thing? Because here either you have to accept that Muhammad is a liar, he claimed that he have knowledge, or Muhammad is a fool. He's not lying, but he's just a fool. But either way, he cannot be a messenger of God. See, proceeding, it's a sexual fluid proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone and the ribs of the man and the ribs of the women. And even it says, actually in Arabic it says the location of the necklace for the women, which means the sperm of the women, the yellow liquid which Muhammad described here, the water which is thin and yellow, whichever of them comes first, the child, which means if the woman she have orgasm first, the baby will be a girl. If the man have orgasm first, the baby will be a boy. So how this can be from God? You see, I mean, name for me one chapter in this book is not stupid. Just one statement. Any Muhammadan? Who is a Muslim would like to call us? Who is a Muslim agree with his prophet about what he said, that women they have a sperm which is thin and yellow, and men they have a sperm which white and thick, and whoever comes first, the baby will resemble the parents? Is that what science says? Any Muslim? If you say and if you agree that this is false, then you just agree that Muhammad is fabricating knowledge, claiming knowledge. That means he's a false prophet. Otherwise, prove to us that this is true. Who in the world believe in such a garbage? Women have orgasm or not, that will not have any impact or any change in the baby birth. That's not true. If the woman she have egg, the sperm will fertilize the egg and that's it. It's not about who have orgasm first. And secondly, orgasm of women will make no different. And Muhammad he described the water in the private part of the women as the sexual fluid will cause the baby to be exist. Is that true? Is that what the baby is made from? That's stupid. He think it's a sexual fluid will make the baby. Any Muslim? So all those miracles we find day and night Muslims speak about, we find that they are in trouble just to talk about them in our presence. If you don't speak Arabic, you do not know much, you know, they will be happy to tell you stories about the amazing Quran. Quran, brother, is a built-in proof. Built-in. The Quran have built-in proof, brother. Okay, what is the built-in proof? Like what? And by the way, why the women water is thin and yellow, as I've been told by somebody who knows, supposedly they are doctors, etc. They said that women should not have water which is yellow unless you have infection. Why the women water is yellow? This is about sexual infection. Look like Muhammad, he never have sex with a woman. She is healthy. And look, in different place, not only in this place, Muhammad, he explained what is that liquid. It's something she see. It's not something like inside the body. It is something she can wash too. Salim, and look what kind of a prophet this prophet is. Imagine you are a prophet. A woman, she come and she knock at your door, and she said to you, hello Prophet Muhammad. You say hello. Assalamu alaikum, Prophet. Alaikum assalam. Prophet, yesterday I want to ask you a question about a woman who sees in her dream something like that which men sees. What? What is that? What is that? I mean, what kind of a decent woman? She come to a man who is a stranger, and she said to him that yesterday she was having self boom boom. And then the messenger of Allah said, okay, if she sees that and she has this charge, then she have to perform a bath. Oof. And this is needing a question and answer from the prophet. The prophet is going to tell you what you do after having sexual play by yourself. Salama, the wife of the prophet, said, oh messenger of Allah, does that really happen? Which means women, she have such a thing? He said, yes, like, yes. The water of the man is thick and white, and the water of the women is thin and yellow, and whichever of them comes first, the child will resemble the parents. And look here, you notice the wife of Muhammad, she never experienced orgasm. And that is telling us how powerful the prophet was in bed, as the Muslims claim that he have the power of 40 men. Otherwise, why his wife, she's saying this is really happen? That women, she have orgasm? Did you know this? The wife of Muhammad, she is saying, really? Really? Look, she's his wife. The wife of Muhammad, she never had orgasm, not even a single once, and she was wondering if this is true. The woman who has seen a dream, she have orgasm, and the wife of Muhammad, she could not have it all her life. And here you notice that Muhammad was a doctor. Muhammad, he is the expert. He's expert in medicine, he's expert in religion, you know, an expert in your private part, you know, and he knows who comes first, who will resemble the father or the mother. Any Muslim? This is nothing but stupid, you know. There's no way this guy is a prophet. And as you see, this is authentic story. So what we will do now, is it really true that the women, she have water which make the sperm, it is yellow and thin, and the man have a sperm which is white and thick, and whichever of them comes first will resemble the parents? Again, you have to agree that either Muhammad is a liar or he is a crazy man. Either way, he is not a prophet. You see, because Muhammad, when he speak here, he speak that Allah, he taught him. Like the same as the guy when he asked him, do you know where the sun set? The guy, he said, well, Allah and his messengers know best. You see, Muhammad, the Muslims, they are mushrikeen. They associate the knowledge of God with the knowledge of Muhammad. Muhammad and Allah, they knew not only Allah, no, Muhammad and Allah. So I was sitting behind the Messenger of Allah, and he was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, do you know where this set? I replied, Allah and his apostle knows best. He said, it's set in a spring of boiling, muddy, dark water. So here either you have to say Muhammad is a liar or is he crazy. Choose one. They give you a headache about science and the Quran. Oh, no, this is the Quran. The Quran confirmed that in chapter 18, that the sun set in murky water. The Muslim, they try to fabricate answers saying, oh, because now this is exposed. This is exposed actually a long time ago, centuries and centuries ago. So they say, oh, no, 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 the sun does not sink in murky water. The Quran doesn't say that. The Quran saying it appear as it is sitting in murky. It doesn't. No, my friend, don't lie. Here we go. Your prophet getting you busted. Your prophet getting you busted. The problem with Muhammad, he cannot keep his mouth shut. If Muhammad he keep his mouth shut, you Muslims can fabricate as much lies you want to cover up that mistake. But what we can do with the man, he cannot shut up. You see, in the Middle East, if a man he is foolish, when like in the Middle East, like when you go to get married, you take your parents with you to ask for the hand of the girl. You don't go by yourself. But if the son is a foolish person, the family, the parents, they will say to him, when we go there, don't talk. Even if they ask you, we answer. Don't talk. Because the second he start talking, it is the same second they will know that their son is an idiot, foolish. And this is Muhammad. He can't stop talking. And look, voluntarily, he is busting himself. If Muhammad don't keep talking, claiming knowledge, it's going to be very hard for us to get him busted. Right? But a foolish man, he have to talk. Imagine you are a foolish man and you work as a spy for CIA. The whole world will know that you are a spy second day. Because you cannot keep your mouth shut. You have to tell everybody. And now Muhammad is a prophet, and he is telling us news nobody knows. He have the knowledge. He want to teach them. Do you know? He's asking the guy, do you know where the sun set? The guy like, what? For sure I don't know. You are the prophet, not me. Hello? Allah and you knows. Only and you. There's only two people in the world they knew where the sun set. Allah and Muhammad. Isn't it obvious? And what is the answer? The sun set not in an ocean. You see, when they try to cover up, they say to you, oh, the sun it's set in the ocean, so it appears like it's sitting in the ocean. But even the Quran never said the word ocean. The Quran says it's set in a spring of water. The reason for that, because the throne of Allah is over that spring, over the water. It's not an ocean. Any Muhammadan? Well, if we have anyone, he can text me in Skype and we can talk to him, no problem. Anyone? And by the way, I was going to tell you a secret about where the moon set, but I said to myself, why I want to share it with you for free? I think you guys, you have to pay for that. I was really thinking to tell you to share this information, which nobody knows, where the moon set. But you know what? We are friends. I will share with you. Okay? The moon set every day. I don't know if really I should say that. I'm afraid that the CIA will kidnap me before I share the information. It can change the whole balance between powers in the earth. The Russian, they will use it against the American maybe. And Mr. Kim Jong-jin from Korea, he might use my knowledge now. I think I'm not going to share that with you. Sorry. I have to hide it. I was going to tell you where the moon set, but I'm not going to do that for security reason, for the safety of this earth. In another way, I just saved your life, all of you. I don't think it's right to say to you that the moon set in my microwave, because that will involve micro and waves, and that can cause use for weapon and mass destruction. Did I say the word is the moon set? Any Abdul? Where is the knowledge? Where is the miracles? Where is this is the prophet he speak of? Where Muhammad he got his knowledge? Where the sun set? From Allah. And then the Muslim, they try to cover up and they try to fabricate the interpretation. And the story in the Quran says clearly that the one who found how the sun set is Alexander the Great, but the one who reported the story is Allah, and he say he found it setting. And not only that, he reached the setting place of the sun. Where is that? Zulqarnain, his life journey was for many years. So now we are reporting a special incident. So are you saying to me that Zulqarnain he saw only once in his life the sea, and finally he found the sun setting in the sea? Or this is literally about finding a place where the sun set? As you see, it says, until he reached the setting place of the sun. Anyone? Nobody? As you see, this is really stupid. I mean, and he found next to it people. And then when the Muslim they try to defend, they say, oh, it appeared like because he went there and the sun set in the ocean, but the fact it doesn't even say the word ocean, it says a spring of water. Spring. Since when the ocean looked like a spring of water? Anyone? Yeah, since the prophet he said so, that's it. As long the prophet he said, and not only that, Muhammad he found where the sun rise too. You see, there's a rising place for the sun. To make the story more stupid, not only he found where the sun set, he found the rising place of the sun. You see it? So now he changed his course, he changed his road, and then he reached a place where the sun's rise. Place. He keep walking, and then he found where the sun rise. The place where it rise. How you can cover this one too? Do I need to go anywhere? He found it rising on people. Like, what the heck? The sun rise everywhere, my friend. The sun set everywhere, because simply there's no sitting, there's no rising. It's the earth going around itself. I can stay here in my chair until tomorrow, and the sun will rise without me going anywhere, and I will see it from my window. What do you mean he go all the way until he found the sun rising place? Where is the sun rising place? Any Muslim can help us? This is a pure science. Where we can find the sun rising place, where people next to it live. Not only he found, look, he found next to it people live there. I mean, the stupid lie is confirmed now, brother. Not only I found the sun, brother, I found next to it where people live. And by the way, one of them, his name is Johnny English. Even Johnny English did not come with this. If we ask Mr. Bean to make Quran, he will come with better stories. And then, by the way, those people there are stupid. They understand nothing. Look, they understand nothing. Look. Till when we came between two mountains, he found upon there either a side of folk who they understand nothing. They don't understand the saying. They are stupid. And then suddenly those who understand nothing, they said to him, O Zulqarnain, build for us a dam between us and Gog and Magog. Like, what the heck? A second ago they were stupid, they don't understand nothing. A second after, they are teaching the Prophet of Allah what to do. How they understand nothing? If you say understand nothing, mean he don't speak the same language, or you say they are stupid. Either way, how they told him to build a dam? They don't speak the language. Either they don't speak the language or they are stupid. Which one? And then the brother, he built for them a dam between creatures. They are called people of Gog and Magog. People of Gog and Magog, they are not like us. Each one of them, he is so good in sex to the point before he die, he will make 1,000 baby. Yes, brother. And they have a huge ear. They sleep inside it like a tent. They are not a human like us, brother. Gog and Magog. And if every one of them make 1,000 before he die, which means when a man he make, let us say a man he die with 40 children, 50 children, every one of Gog and Magog will make 1,000 man from their kind before he die. And look here, Muhammad is making a prophecy that when people in Gog and Magog they attack the Muslims, this is in the end of the time, the Muslim will use the bows and arrows and shield of Gog and Magog as firewood for 7 years. My friend, we are in the time of missiles, we are in the time of nukes, and you are telling me at the end of the time Gog and Magog they will use arrow made from wood, and Muslims they will use it for barbecue? This is the end of the time. Even John Wick, he come with better. And supposedly Gog and Magog every day they try to dig in the dam which is built by Zulqarnain, the man with the two horns. Do you remember why Zulqarnain is called Zulqarnain? What Zulqarnain mean? Who remember? Who remember what Zulqarnain mean? What this word mean? The man with the two horn. Why he have two horn? Because Allah he sent him to his people and he asked them to convert to Islam. His people they hit him in his head and they killed him, and this is how, and Allah he touched that place and that place grow as horn, and this is how he got the first horn, and Allah raised him from death, and then Allah sent him back again to his people, and again they hit him in the other side of his head, and he got the second horn, and Allah call him Zulqarnain, the man with the two horns. True story. In the Middle East we have a lot of people, they have two horns already. If you ask the Muslims what is the name of this guy, they don't know. I mean, have you ever heard of a God calling somebody the one with the two horn? What is that? Is that a cow? Who is he? Who is this guy? Simply, this is a story written by a Syrian, not Assyrian, Syrian fiction story, Aramaic story, written about Alexander the Great. So the person is real. Alexander the Great is a real person. The story is fiction about him going, finding where the sun set. He found next to it people. This is exactly what is written in that story. Muhammad, he took the story, he put it in the Quran. No, Gog and Magog in the Quran, it's about people, not location. See, the Quran have different story. The Quran, because that story is taken from a fiction story, as I said. So the Quran is speaking about Gog and Magog, not about location. It is two nations, and they are not a human like us. And until now, we cannot find this dam, which is built by Zulqarnain, which is made from iron and copper. Look, he built a dam between those two mountains. And now supposedly those Gog and Magog, they are trying to dig every day in that wall, and they cannot go through every day. And why they cannot go through? Anyone remember? Anyone remember why they cannot go through? Who remember? Why Gog and Magog, they cannot come to us yet? Let us see how they are digging the iron wall, yes, but every day they dig and then they go to sleep. According to Muhammad, when those people, they are digging in the wall which is built by Zulqarnain, when the night come, they go to sleep, and they forgot to say inshallah tomorrow, which means God is willing, Allah is willing, we will continue tomorrow. And because they forgot to say inshallah, Allah, he blocked that hole which they dig all day long. They come the second morning, they found it blocked. Subhanallah. So one day the leader of them, he will say that word, he will say inshallah tomorrow we will do it, continue. And when they come in the second day, they will find that hole they digged is not blocked again by Allah. Do you see it? Amazing, isn't it? All those stories about Zulqarnain and Gog and Magog, prophecies of Muhammad. You have to admit that you have to have really crazy to believe in all this garbage. All of this prophecy, Muhammad prophesying. Look at the percentage of Gog and Magog and the percentage of Muslims. Read carefully. The people were so distressed and afraid. They got scared from Gog and Magog, and their faces got to change in color. Whereupon the Prophet said, "From Gog and Magog 999, and from you will be taken out of one from you." Mean. What do you think, Muslims? In the day of judgment, brother, because the percentage of Gog and Magog is 1,000 to 1, as we said, from every 1,000, look, then there will be the loud call saying, Allah order you to take among your offspring mission for the hellfire. Adam will say, oh Lord, who are the mission for hellfire? Allah will say, out of each 1,000 take out 999. Oof. And here the Muslim like, what the heck? Of every 1,000 human, there's 999 they will go to hell. At this time, a woman, she is carrying a child, a female, she dropped her load and she have a miscarriage, and the child will be gray hair, Muhammad making prophecy, and you shall see mankind as drunken state, yet they are not drunk, but severe will be the torment of Allah. When the prophet mentioned this, the people were so distressed. And look, Muhammad now he's trying to fix his lie, because he said, he was talking to Adam, he says, take from every 1,999. So Muhammad, he said to himself, oh, what I did, I just told the Muslims from every 1,000 of you, only one will go to heaven. So Muhammad decided to fix it. Look what he said. So the people were distressed and they're afraid that their faces got changed in the color, whereupon the prophet said, from Gog and Magog 999 will be taken out and one from you. But look, this is what he said in the beginning. In the beginning he was talking to Adam, the offspring of Adam. You see it? He made it clear that from the offspring of Adam 999 they will go to hell. And now to fix it, because the Muslim will not like that, I mean, what are you talking about? From every 1,000 of us, only one will go to heaven? That means all of us are going to hell. So Muhammad, in order to fix that lie he just made, he changed it, trying to say in the 900 is from the people of Gog and Magog. But as you see in the beginning of the story, he did not say that. He said those are the offspring of Adam. Any Abdul? All right, look like we are out of Abdul. Don't forget to download the video, guys. We are going to, as usual, we don't keep the videos there. Download them, cut them pieces, do whatever you want with them, and let everybody laugh at this crazy, stupid lies they say to us, that Quran proven, Quran have a lot of proofs, Quran is preserved, Quran is scientific, all the madness we hear, which is absolutely false. Download, share our videos, and if you like to always to get the updated link of the, because we delete the link, but what I do in Patreon, I update the link there, so always you can find the video. So always visit Patreon, and the link is down in the info, so you can get the updated link for the new person who is loading the video. This is what I do every time before I delete. I take one of you, I choose one of you, and I try always to, you know, to choose randomly. And usually the first one who download the video and post it is going to be usually the first to post his link in my Patreon, so people, they click in it and they go there to watch the video. All right. Yeah, and the new channel, I'm just really busy, but anyway, the new channel is going to be like, you know, it's just for us to talk about things in life, nothing about me as a person, but it's about experience and things maybe we'll learn from traveling. You know, I've been around the world, many cities, many countries, and actually I need to do some maintenance for my teeth. So I'm thinking to go somewhere. In America, dentist is extremely expensive. I mean, they rip you off. It's like, but you better you know, you better let your teeth fly before you go to the clinic. So I might go to a different country to fix them, and maybe I will use that channel too to do either live broadcast or I'll post videos from where I am located, so you guys can share with me my travel experience. So soon I'm going to post that link for you, where you can find my update where I'm going. And this is what happened to you when you still have teeth. Man, they hurt. See what happened? And in USA, they really hurt a lot. They really hurt a lot. I mean, they hurt you a lot more than normal teeth, because the dentist here, he rip you really off. It's not only enough the pain of your teeth, here you will have the pain of the bills, which usually you can't really afford. You know, you can search right now in 2 seconds how much it costs to fix your teeth in USA. You will be astonished. All right. You will help me with your with my teeth? Why? Are you a doctor? They are not bad in prices. Where, Lisa? Go to Chinatown. Where is that? What does that mean, Chinatown? Dentist is a dentist. Are you going to take me to the barber shop? In the Middle East, in some poor area, the barber shop is the one who fixes your teeth. He tie it into a rope and he ordered the donkey to run. Right? Yeah, Philippine, you know, we will see. We will see. It will be updated. Don't worry. I'm going to post, as I said, the link will be for you always to be updated. I will post videos there to update you. And it's going to be fun actually to have a channel which is not about the religion. It's just, you know, for the friends. I have many friends here, many people who I love and they love me, and I know for sure of that. So those who care, they will be always you know, watching that channel, and we can share together. Who is here from the Philippines? How many of you from the Philippines? And the Philippines now is getting more expensive. It's not like before. Rent is expensive, you know. It's not really. Thank you, Carolina. Yeah, let the college student play with my teeth. Exactly. Davao. I've been in Davao. Indonesia. What's up? What I would do is up. Yeah, the Pinoy student will play with my teeth, right? That's what you want from me, guys? Really? You want the student to play with me? Try. They put the glue and the glue never come up. Unbelievable. You guys, you hate me too very much, don't you? Let the student play with your teeth. They learn by you. You are going to be the rat for the student. So a dummy student, he'd open my teeth and he put the machine inside my mouth, and God knows what he will do. Right? Okay, Black Angel, no problem. Actually, I'm invited to go to the Philippines, but I'm not sure when I can go. Usually, I like to go to the Philippines where it is cold time, so we can escape. No, I don't have insurance. And even if you have insurance in the USA, they don't cover you. You can ask anyone. Insurance companies are the biggest scam in USA. When you get sick or something happened to you, they say, oh, this is not covered, oh, this is not included, or this is, so you find yourself you were paying them a lot of money for nothing. They are a scam, officially legal scam, you know. Yeah, exactly. Student, look what Andy said. Student, they close their eyes when they are working. Especially if it's a girl, first time she practiced that, she's scared. So she will close her eyes and she will be working in my teeth. And then Christian Prince, he will come back and he will say to you, a brother and sister, I'm going to explain to you what happened to my tongue. Simply, a Filipino student, he was working in my teeth and he cut my tongue by mistake. And because he is a student, I cannot sue her and I can do nothing about it. Yeah. And maybe even they will do the same what Dr. Bean he did. You know. Mr. Bean. Yeah, right. Yeah, they would do that too, right? Oh boy. But you see, you guys, you have a great ideas. I mean, that's a good idea. Yeah, you know, a student, he can see what happened to you when you are not a rich person. And life is different. Today I was working before I opened my the broadcast. I was fixing the plumbing in my kitchen, and man, it's fun. It's really fun. But this is what I do every day, working in plumbing. Islam need a plumber, and this is what we do. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for being here. And again, soon I'm going to tell you which channel you can find the news about me. So if I go abroad to different country, I might stay for not for long. It's just enough time to, you know, do my teeth. So and do some maintenance. See what happened to you when you get old? Maintenance. They put a glue there, cement there, you know, some metal here. Maintenance. You are breaking apart. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you all. And until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And thank you for being with us. Take care.